family. I've always been a person who loves family, something I never had. So I saw at an award show one time, long time ago, with Tyler Perry on it, and he won an award. And when he got on stage, and he talked about all the stuff that he had been through, and he would always want to ask God, why him? And at that moment on stage, he said, I see why. So I feel the same way. After all the stuff that I went through, God told me I didn't allow you to go through it, and I didn't keep you in that for you just sit on that.
Wow.
I didn't keep you to just sit on that. People have to see who I am through you.
Wow. So was it like many years? When did you start writing the book?
A couple of years ago. You know, I would pick up. I started out writing on a little notebook, start jotting down stuff, and I'll set it down, and then I'll pick it up and jot down stuff. And I never. I wanted the book. I didn't know how it was going to be how it was going to become a book, but I wanted it, and I set it down. And then at the church I go to, I ran into a young man there. He had wrote many books. He's a deacon there. He had wrote many books, and I went to him and talked to him, and he told me to get a tape recorder and started talking and the tape recorder stuff down. So I had wrote so much. I had already had a book, and I gave it to him. And you know, when people, you know, don't push your stuff, and they still working on some of their stuff, so I didn't push him to do it. But God said different. He said, this is your time to get that out.
Wow, I like
so
that.
He, God, made a way. He put all of this in order.
Wow.
All of it.
Wow. I'm just seeing you from like way back when. It's just such a change. You can just see just God's glory.
Even when I went to Cody and I spoke there, it was all in the makings then.
That's right. And that was some years ago.
Yes, it was. It was some years ago, and that was in the making then. For me, and I've always been afraid to talk in front of folks, but God made a way for this, and He said, I put that book in you, and I have to see it come forward. And you don't know how it's going to come forward, but He knew how it was going to come forward, and He allowed it. He made way every step of the way. All I did was follow.
Okay. So briefly, what is the book about? Just briefly. I know you can't give all the information.
Absolutely.
But what is the book?
Well, the book is a book of transparency. It's really telling the story of a young woman's life, things that she endured in her life as coming up as a young teenager. You know, her perseverance, her struggles, her depression, her hurt, her embarrassment, her shame, her self-esteem, her abuse, and through all of that, emerged a diamond.
And I'm sure there's a lot that we don't know
Absolutely,
about.
absolutely.
And it's in the book, and we get a chance to read that. Wow. Yeah. I have to ask this question because this is on my mind. How has writing this book changed your life?
It freed me. You go through things, and you grow up, and you know things are younger. You grow up, and those things are still there. They still there in my mind. I still think about it, and I still heard about it, and I always wonder, you know, why did it happen to me, and why it happened to me, and and you keep having it. So when I wrote this book, when the stuff was finally on paper, and I finally got this book in my hand, I was free.
Wow.
I was free from all that. I don't dwell on it. I don't think about it. And when people come to me and they have the book, I laugh about it. And they wonder, look at me. And you read that, so you know. Wow. I laugh about it because I'm free from all that. It don't hurt me anymore. It don't bother me anymore. It don't control my life anymore. Now I got control.
I like that. It doesn't control you. Now you have control.
Absolutely.
Over it. Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen. So I have to ask this question. How is it, and I know there's a story behind this, how is it that you have become the #1 international best-selling author on Amazon? How did that talk to us?
Only God. It's only God. It's only Him. He knew God knew what I would be before I even knew who I was.
Now, let's rewind a little bit because I remember talking to you earlier, before the interview. We spoke. Did you set out?
Never.
Did you set out to? I'm wondering how did we get here? How did we get here? Did you set?
I set out to write a book. I
Okay.
wanted a book.
Okay.
But I never knew how great this book would be.
Mm-hmm.
I never imagined. Now, the book came out September the 12th.
Okay.
And my publisher called, he sent me a text saying, get all your peoples and all your friends because the Kindle is available for 99 cents.
Right.
So I sent out a text for everybody to go get the Kindle. Kindle is a short read, get the Kindle, blah, blah, blah. That was on the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
First day, the 12th of September. On September the 13th, the next day, I received a text from the publishing company telling me congratulations, overnight, telling me congratulations, you have become the #1 international best-selling author on Amazon.com overnight.
There was something. Now, did you set out
No.
to say?
No.
Is there a story behind? Did you even set out? I think you were traveling. Did you even set out? How did this?
Actually, I was on my way to Atlanta. This woman was having a conference in Atlanta, her first ever women's conference, and I really, it was just something in me. I really wanted to go to it so bad, and typical me, I want to take people with me, and I asked some girlfriends to go with me, come with me, and they all said they was gonna go, and then when it got close to time to go, they all backed out.
Wow.
But I still wanted to go. I still pushed myself to go. And I went and I met people and I was happy about it. And I was in the conference and I met, and the woman that was on the conference, I wanted to be a part of her program. I wanted to sign up, be a part of her program.
Wait. So you didn't set out to sell the book?
No.
You didn't set out to...
No.
You were going for one thing.
I was going for one thing. And the publisher that I have now was there as one of the speakers. And he did his little presentation. I was like, wow. I was like, I'm in the process of writing a book, and maybe I'll get his information after the conference is over. And that's what I did. We talked. He gave me his number, and he told me to give him a call, and we can go over some things and how this works. And I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't so excited, not really, because I didn't come there for that. I came there for the woman, so I signed up for her program. And when I got home, months down the line, her program wasn't working because she was wanting certain things done at a certain time, and I didn't have certain things at that time. Mm-hmm. But in the meantime, I made an appointment with Dr. Fred Jones, his name is, and he talked to me. He told me what I needed to do and how much it would be, and we made arrangements. I signed a contract, and I started working with him and sending him information, so he started working with me. But I still wanted to be a part of her. But just so happened, I had to let her go because it was not working. Right. So I let her go, and I was still working with Dr. Fred Jones. And it had been months since I went to the conference, and I was in my car on my way to track practice for my granddaughter, and God spoke to me and told me the reason why things didn't work with you and the young lady you went to the conference for, because I didn't send you there for that. That was not the plan.
Wow.
The plan is for you to meet that young man, Dr. Fred Jones, to get out of you what I put in you. Wow. And that's how this became available. Wow. Instantly. Wow. Once God set it out, it was step after step. It moved so fast. Wow. I am in. Mind you, it's been, 2 months now, September, and we're in November, and I'm still amazed. I'm just amazed by the book itself, let alone #1 best-selling author. I haven't caught up to that fact. And this book have touched so many people already. You know, everybody I've bought this book have called me or texted me or emailed and tell me, and the first words they say is, "Wow, that's it."
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's it. And or they come to me, people at my job come to me and just look at me and just shake their head. Like, unbelievable.
Did you ever think that it will come to this?
Never.
Did you see any of this?
I didn't. I did not see it. I did not see it. I just wanted to share with people what God done for me and how he saved me through all that and how he brought me through and help some other woman, man, whoever to know that if God did it for me, he can do it for you. No matter what the situation is, no matter what the circumstances is, if he did it for me, if you read this book, if he did it for me, if he did it for me, the broken child, the abused child, the lost child, the sad child, the depressed child, he can do it for you.
So I just hear like all things work together for the good.
Ooh,
of
Jesus.
them who love the Lord and are the called. It's your time.
It is.
It's just simply our time. It's her time. This is Gail's time. So that's amazing. That's an amazing story. To think you're going for one thing, and this is what she just shared with you. She was going for one thing, and God just did a total 180. Yeah, just did a 180. He had something else planned for the woman of God. So we thank God for Gail. Wow, that's awesome. To start out one way, and the Lord knew. It's like God knew what he needed to do to get Gail to the next step.
Let me tell you how God works. Because I'm afraid of planes. And I'm afraid to fly by myself.
Wow.
So he is so amazing. People don't understand. He put me on a plane, and he surrounded me with people that kept me laughing and joking. And before I know it, I was in Atlanta. They had no time for fear. None.
No time for fear.
No time for fear. Because he knows me. So if he know me, he gonna take care of me, and he did that.
Ooh,
he protected me the whole time. He surrounded me with people.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this question, and I'm sure you want to. Has your prayer life or your relationship with God changed?
Absolutely.
Since has it become more personal? Has it become more personal?
Yes, more personally. Yes, it has, because I'm able to understand God. I'm able to hear God clearly. I'm able to recognize him. If I let me give you an example, and I don't want to be long. Let me give you an example. I was out of work for the whole summer, and just funds, and I got a loan before school was out, and then it was time to pay it back. And one day on my way for work from home, I was talking to the lady from the bank on the phone, and they was just giving me runaround, and they had took all my money out, my account, my savings and checking.
Wow.
And I tried to explain to them what was going on. I said, why if I only owe you a certain amount, why would you take this out of the checkings and leave the savings so I can get to work? You know what I'm saying? Because I need gas. And she was just going on and on and on. And I said, you know what, lady, it is what it is. You got what you wanted to get. It is what it is. And she just kept going on. She kept going on. She was making me so upset. So I was crying. And I said, I'm not going to argue with you. You got what you had. Just, it's enough. And she was just saying, well, if you would have called, lady, you're not understanding. So she was frustrating me. So I finally got off the phone with her, and I called my girlfriend to talk to her to calm me down, because I was upset, because funds, finances is then, because God is going to bless me and I don't have to deal with that anymore. But at that point in time, so I was talking to her, she said, yeah, Gail, it's going to be all right. And when I pulled up to my door and I opened my door, there was a box on my stairs. And that was every bit of God. The box was on my stairs, and I knew what the box was. It was my books. And there was a sign from God saying, it's fine, because what's in here is going to make it fine.
Wow.
I knew it was him.
Yes.
He said, what's in this, when I after coming home and I'm driving and frustrated and crying because this lady and God was right there. He, you know, this has changed me completely. Like you said, my prayer life is personal, and God shows up for me instantly. I don't have to wait months, days, years for Him to show. He's right there for me. Because when I came home after driving and was frustrated, and that box was on the stairs when I opened the door, and God said, "This is gonna make it all right. You don't have to worry about nothing. This is it."
It's your time. That's what I keep hearing. It's your time. It's just your time. Yes. Okay. So, where do we go from here, Gail? What's going on? What's going on?
Where do we go from here? First, we go wherever God say fit for me to go. And next Wednesday, I will be on my way to New Orleans to a book conference. And I was chosen to be one of the panelists, so I'll be talking in front of people about my book. That's just the beginning. I know it's just the beginning. Whether this book be my business, which I believe it will be, I am in the process of writing number 2. Second book.
See, listen, I knew it was had to be another 2.
Second
coming
book.
forward.
So this is just the beginning, and the second one.
We trying to deal with the first one.
I know. I know.
But you have to get a copy. Is there? I thought you mentioned another event. Is there something else you're doing on Monday?
Monday. I'm sorry. Monday. This coming Monday at 12 noon.
Wow.
I'll
12
be
noon.
on the radio at what is it? 88.7.
88.7.
The gospel station in Lang City. I will be on the radio with evangelist Lyle. What is her? I don't even know her last name, but she's Lyle.
Well, we're going to give you that information.
Absolutely.
Definitely going to have that information where you can look into it. So, Ms. Gail Scott said on Monday she will be on 88.7 FM in Atlantic City.
Yes.
Speaking about her book, and also she'll be traveling where?
New Orleans.
To New Orleans when?
Wednesday, the 29th through December 2nd at a book conference.
Okay. Now, have you had any book signings yet?
I had 2 book signings. Okay. I had one September the 30th at, that was my first launching at Mays Landing Country Club, which was amazing.
I'm sure.
Amazing. And I'm telling you, it was way more than I expected. God He just does it. Once you let yourself go and give yourself to Him, He does it. Does it with no problems. Things just came. Money came. This came. He did it. He did it. God did it. And the second one was at Friendship Church over in Pleasantville with Pastor Batu Mukinawi.
Oh, I remember.
Yes, yes. That was a blessing too. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just show you the book. Miss Gail, maybe she needs to show you the book. It's called The Diamond. Okay, and the next information you will get, you will also hear it coming from Miss Gail, which is, before we close out, she's going to tell you where we can purchase the book, The Diamond, where it is available.
You can go on Amazon.com and purchase the book. There's 2 things. There's the Kindle, and then you want to hit the paperback, which will give you this. Or you can hit me up on Facebook, or Gail Scott, inbox me, and I can get you information, or you can send me information, and I can send the book to you myself. Okay. Or you can call me, area code 609-742-7551.
Let's get that to him again, Gail.
609-742-7551, or hit me up on Facebook and inbox me.
All right, amen. So we thank you so much, Miss Gail Scott, for giving us the time.
Thank you.
The Truth of the Matter radio station. Look for Gail. You're going to see her at probably different locations near you. This interview also will be launched on tonight. It will be on Facebook, and it will be on YouTube, and it'll also be on our station that'll be launched next week on the Truth of the Matter radio station. So we thank God for Gail being here, and we look forward to seeing you there. All right? We'll see you soon. God